There I am on my way up to see Blake from Blue Dog Prospecting. We're heading up to meet a few other fellas. We've got probably about 10 or 15 blokes coming up for a bit of a meeting. There's some blokes we've never met before. I'm just going to see if we can sort of get a bit of an interest in forming a bit of a club style thing for the valley. So let's hope that we get a bit of interest and it grows. So we'll be able to get up here as a group and do a bit of prospecting. Alright, so we'll see you when we get up there, eh? Well, here I am. I found Brad's camp. Oh, not Brad's camp. Brad's is just the bloke that turned up here from Glenray, but there's Blake's camp. So I found it. Don't know where Blake is yet. But this is the river here. I don't know, he's probably down here sluicing somewhere. No, I'm Blake. Never let a chance go by. But beautiful spot, as you can see. The camp's over there. A bit windy, so we're going to have a bit of wind noise. Might just run up here a bit and switch it off because it's too noisy. Yeah, well there we are. This is where we're camping for a couple of days. Well, here we are out at Dalmorton. The few people have gathered here. We're going to have a bit of a look around. See a bit of a get together with some people we never met before, and we'll just try and get a bit of an interest going in the valley and meet other people from the area and who we've never met before who have got similar interests. Blake just put it on his Facebook, and yeah, we've got people from Sydney up, we've got people from Coffs area, we've got people down from Glen Innes, we've got people from Brisbane. They're from all over the place. You know, it's good to see. Blake's over here dollying up a bit of quartz he found yesterday. So he's making a lot of noise first thing this morning. Here's a few of the boys.
Yeah, I saw it in the sun, like, you don't have to do it. You can see it now, but yeah, I was really excited.
So this is the group, part of, that I found here. Turned up, and we're going to listen to some more bullshit tonight. So yeah, it's a nice spot. Good to hear. Well, Bruce and I come up here on the top of the flat here opposite the police station just to have a bit of a look. I found a penny here yesterday afternoon late and a couple of buckles just over here near these blackberries. 1863 penny. Shows later. Anyway, now I've just dug up this. Don't know what it is. It's brass, as you can see by the scratch mark on it. But I don't know what it would have been. It could have been a latch for a window, you know, the slide windows. But I'm not sure whether it is or not. Well, it's got that bend in it. Anyway, and a bit of old pottery. Bit of old crazed pottery. Old stuff. Yeah. Interesting. Bruce is over there digging. I hope he's digging up something worthwhile. Well, here we are, up on the hill. Everyone's having a bit of a fossick around here, and Bruce has said he's got gold fever too much to muck around up here with horseshoes. But as you can see here, I've got this little brass badge, or copper badge, and you can't see it really, but in there's a written there's Holden, so when I get home I'll clean it up and get a better look at it, but that's what it says. Alright, we'll have a bit more of a scratch here before we go looking for a bit of gold.
Especially with this dollied up stuff, because
All the boys are sitting around here waiting to see what's going on, and Blake's been dolling a bit of quartz he found yesterday, and he's found his first fortune here. We're just waiting to see what it is.
lost it on me, did you, Dennis? There it is. A little bit there.
Oh yeah, little speck there. Just there. A couple of pieces, is it?
Yeah, that was pretty much all that came out of it, really. But
yeah,
there's gold in that ore anyway.
yeah.
A little bit of a stamp.
That's probably a bit there too. That's just hasn't. It's not bright, shiny, and.
Oh, I'd say that's a bit off the head.
Oh yeah, possible.
Yeah. Every now and again, bit.
Yeah, well they call that, they special name for that, didn't they?
Yeah.
I can't remember what it is now, but they used to call it as...
There's a few real little bits there you can barely see.
Yeah, alright, well...
Let's go get some more.
Well, Greg's going to show us a little invention that he's made up for his STC, and it can be adapted to any detector. He's just going to show us how this little stand he made works. It's a bloody beauty, I reckon.
Yeah, but basically it's for the lazy people.
The lazy's
Don't like
prospect.
rolling around the dirt and getting your knees all wrecked. So
Yep.
basically it's a method. So we'd come along, we'd get a target.
Find the nugget.
Yeah. So we just pop the stand down.
Oh yeah, see that there? It just pops the stand down like that.
And
Yeah.
if you use a longer pig, so we've got our sample there, but you sort of dig, can't get the sample. Alright, look, so we could say we've got it out. We could imagine we've got it out.
Yeah.
So being that, make sure it is.
Yeah.
Pop it up.
Alright, and tip it up the other way.
Then you would technically have your target
Yeah.
and just sort of go through it until
Do
you
your searching for it.
got your bit. Put it back.
And just clicks
Oh,
back up.
cover your hole up, of course.
Yeah. And just click it back up and off you go.
Again.
Oh, bloody magic, eh?
And it doesn't get in the way because it's got a good angle so you can
Yeah.
see through the trees and bushes.
Now, if someone wanted you to make one of these, mate, how would they contact you?
My name's Greg, and you can get me on email.
Yep.
It's Greg dash, which is a minus sign, not
Yep.
an underscore. At Greg at pm.me.
pm.me.
And yeah, we're in mid North Coast, so yeah, I guess we could end up making some, and if there's enough demand for it, because
Yeah.
I think you know, the older the population gets, the more out there
Yeah.
detecting.
Especially us detectorists, we're getting
And
old.
also, if you don't put it, it still holds the coil up, so you can
Oh yeah, and it won't. You can
Still
put your
fiddle around
detector
there.
down. It's not going
Yeah.
to fall over in the gravels and stuff.
pretty much.
Yeah, it's a good idea, Greg.
Thanks.
I hope some people contact you, mate.
Okay. You're welcome.
Bloody beauty. All right. We pull up here. We're going to take everyone in and show them the old mine in here. Just some people haven't seen it yet. It was a pretty productive mine on its day. As you can see, there was spots levelled off here. Used to be an old stamper mill just up there, but someone decided they'd borrow it, and they've got it back in town behind a shed where no one can see it, laying in the grass. So it was very thoughtful of them to do that. Anyway, that's, some people are like that. Anyway, this used to be a pretty big mine here, and place now called Tower Hill, because there's Telstra Tower up the back there somewhere. And there's a couple of mine shafts stokes up there, each side of the road. But there's a where the creek comes in, that tributary creek comes in there. There's a shaft just over here up on top of the ridge. And here we're going to go across here where the old bridge used to be, and there's a track goes around to a mine shaft, a mine around there. And if you walk up the hill, if you've got energy, which I haven't got at the moment, there's a lot of stoats up there and the mine's collapsed. So it's a bit of an interesting sight. It's one of the bigger mines in the area at the time. But yeah, we'll have a look, and everyone gets here, we'll take them down and show them it. Some people come yesterday and had a look, so they won't be back again today. Alright, we'll see what happens when everyone gets here. Yeah, we're just bringing everyone in to show them a couple of old diggings here. You can see where this is collapsed in. There's a stake over there and it's come through here, and it's, well, they've dug this channel out of here.
All the old mine locations listed on
Yeah.
the Forestry Forum.
Well, you can go onto websites and get them all. Yeah, there's even one site there that lists a lot of what they pulled out of the place.
Oh yeah.
There's even another site that I've come across where you can get all the core samples, what readings are out of the core samples.
All this ground from here on is pretty unstable because it's still mined up. So it's all just rock.
I won't go down there. You can see there the old start of the vein they would have followed.
Yeah.
To start with. They probably picked it up way back out here somewhere and dug in here, and it went up the hill. All the way up the hill there's all collapsed, mines collapsed in different spots.
That's where they dug it out there, eh?
Yeah, well, that's the vein I'd say they would have been,
Up there. Yeah.
they would have started on and then just followed it up the hill.
Jeez, that's commitment, isn't it?
Especially with the gear they would have had.
Jeez.
I
Those,
think they would have had some TNT. Wouldn't
yeah, they would have had a bit of
they?
explosives.
I don't think they were carrying all that.
Get a couple of berries for people to try. People never tried them before. I can, yeah. Alright, we'll go up here and get these people to try a couple of these little berries. We've got down in this overflow and a bit of bedrock along the edge of it here. Blake got a couple of specks here yesterday, so we've come down here to have a bit of a look. And I've got this bit of a bedrock outcrop here. It's a bit high out of the bank, but that's where he was yesterday, up a bit on the side, and it's pretty hard packed in amongst it, so I'm going to clean this out here and see if there's anything in there. Probably not, but until he got down a bit, but it's worth having a try. You never know. Could have been up in here. Is where it is. Alright, have a look. There's Blake hiding over there amongst the trees, doing a bit of digging. I've dug this out here, pulled that rock out there, nearly busted me poo-poo valve. And I've got to help with it because I couldn't do it. I've got a bad back, so I just did a bit of leaving, and a couple of fellas give me a hand to lift it out. But there's a fair hole in there, but we never got the bedrock, we never got the gravels, but all I got is dirty, shitty sort of soils. But that's what they got a bit of gold in yesterday up here, same story. So I threw it all in a bucket, and I'm going to go back now and put it through the gold rat, see how we go. Righto. Well, I've been down and put the bucket full of concentrates through the gold rat, and you won't see it I suppose, but about 5 little specks, 7 specks out of it, so really not worthwhile mention. But forgot to do, I think yesterday afternoon I got here, we went up detecting it near the village and ended up getting a couple of buckles, this old latch here, and an 1863 Queen Vicky penny, which was good. Not sure whether you can see the date on there, and I'll just get it all lined up. I'm not sure. 1863. Where is it? Yeah, no. But anyway, and then to stay, I got this badge here and needs cleaning off, but we can see the word Holden written on it. So I'd say it's off an old Holden car. Alright, a bit of rubbish of course, so I'm just going to duck back up there now and have a bit of a detect before the sun goes down. Getting a bit cold to get in the water now, so see how we go. Well, we come up here this afternoon, back up here near the tennis courts. I didn't feel like going back up in the bush, a bit tender, and the boys are going back up there to do a bit of metal detecting around a creek. Now I come up here on the flat again and end up digging out this great big thing. I don't know what it'll be, but it's a lump of brass or copper or something like that. So that'll go home and go in the copper bin for later on to cash in. So anyway, if you know what it is, let me know. We've got nothing. Yeah, well, anyway, this is what Bruce got today. He went up to a little creek with a mate and they found a couple of specks, a bit better than what we did. Don't know if you can see that there, the glare. But yeah, done all right, young Bruce. Here we are, Sunday morning. Lovely crisp morning up here in the mountains. You boys are starting to turn up now around the fire.
Oh, here we go.
Have a bit of a coffee. The dogs can't get off the bed because they're just trying to get warm. Bit fresh. But yeah, beautiful day.
Lovely.
There's the boys, there's Vince, there's Blake. There's the sun coming through the trees. Wished it.
Brad's coming back with his pay dirt.
Someone's boys have been out already to dig some pay dirt this morning and come back down here and put it through a sluice. A bit keener than what I am. Anyway,
He's got the fever. You've got the fever, yeah. He's got the fever.
that's what we're at this morning. Here comes another fella, Paul. He's coming in here to sniff out breakfast. Well, he's already had breakfast, I'd say. Anyway, we'll get back to it later on. We'll work out what we're doing. Well, we're still sitting around the campfire and it is 9:50. So it's obvious it's just been that little bit cool to get the bodies moving this morning. But the sun is now coming through the trees, so we'll probably get going somewhere. But we're going to have a look at Paul's gold that he got yesterday. So he got a nice bit of gold yesterday. Bit better than what I got. That nice piece, nice flake there, Paul.
Yeah,
Where'd you get that up there?
jackass.
Yeah.
And the biggest one was
Very
just
good.
on the surface.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You found one while you were just sitting there, wasn't it?
Well, I was walking. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's good, Paul. So you're walking up the creek and just seen it sitting there.
We were sucking out a crevice and noticed that one on top.
Oh, good on you. Better than what I did, and I get a lot of digging to get mine.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see what's going to happen the rest of the day. Greg's going to set up his drone here to get a picture of the sire. First time I've ever seen one. We'll see how
Gold finder.
the goal finder he calls it.
You can go and find as much as you want.
Yeah,
Mines.
you need to find a lot too, probably to buy one.
That
Paper.
the Phantom?
Yes. DJI.
Yep.
It's going to take off in a minute.
Take off when I get this thing going.
It'd be bloody great for standing here and going checking out the bedrock up around there rather than crawling through the bush, eh?
You can find, like, if there's a mine in that bush,
Yeah.
you'd go and you'd see the trail, and you'd see the mine, and instead of walking like crisscrossing trying to find something, you'd find it in probably 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's the go, eh? That's what we need, Dennis.
Oh yeah, like yeah.
You're up to date with all your technology.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that at all.
Well, we used it in WA to find where the diggings were,
Yeah, that's the
but
go,
other
eh?
people didn't know.
It'd be good just to send down the river and have a scout.
Yeah,
Get some
which we
beautiful,
will do.
beautiful photos.
We can go a K away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and go up to where we were yesterday and have a look around there.
That's sick.
Well, there is a gold mine across the other side over there.
Yeah, you were saying that.
I can't remember where to plug anything in. What now?
So that's just a normal bloody tablet.
It's telling me something's wrong.
It's doing something over here. I can hear it doing some noises.
Red and green lights flashing.
Yeah, well, we want something to flash.
One of them's not. And the boat was drifting.
We got her going. There she goes. There it is. Amazing.
All right, this is our shot. Gather around.
Go around. We're gonna. There we
I
are.
think we're actually in the shade. Let's go to the sun. All right.
Shadow.
Righto.
Why did it go down? Something weird going on.
Video.
Low what? Can anyone read that?
Motor overloaded.
Instead of saying anything, talking to
We've got her going up in the air
We're just
now.
gonna. I'll just reverse up. I'll put it on video.
they can't make any more calls on their end and it costs them money.
They're sitting up there.
Right, we're on video now.
I keep getting people call me up for life insurance and I'm like, mate, I'm 22, I don't have any friggin' dependents. Like, what am I going to need life insurance for?
It's probably disappeared off
I
my
can't even
site now.
afford to die at this point.
Turn around the other way. Tell me 97 and I don't think I've got enough money to pay for life insurance.
Up to it. Well, there we are. We've pulled up. We're going to have a bit of a detect around these couple of diggings here. A bit of quartz laying around, and we'll see if the boys threw out anything with a bit of stuff in it. But that's the hole going down underneath there, and a bit of quartz laying around. This is I've been here before and had a look at these, but I've never done any detecting in around the area. And there's another one goes down in under there. And it's Europeans that dug the holes because they're square holes. As you all know, the Chinese dug round holes so the spirits couldn't hide in the corners. Alright, we'll get into it. I'm just here next to the show. I've had a signal there. It's not a very high signal. And it's out in the heat now, so it registering 2015. It's probably a bit of iron or something. But anyway, it's the first target for the day for me. So I'll see if I can find what we got. It's in my hand. Alright, I'll just shut you down for a minute. Well, I found a bit of rock. I go near the pinpoint, it goes off. I haven't cleaned it up yet to see if it's lead or a nugget. Well, it's got me curious. Can't get it clean enough. I don't know if it's might be a bit of iron or something. Don't know. I'll have a bit of a clean up and I'll get back to you on that one. Well, the bit of stuff I dug out there was all dirty. As you can see, it sticks to the magnet. So we know it's not a lump of gold now, don't we? Alright, I'll keep going. Well, I've got a signal here with the AT Gold. So I'm just going to run over it with the SDC. I've never used one before. So I don't know if we can tell whether it's iron or not. Can you on this one?
It's going to a low high, I think, so it could be steel. See, it's going low high,
Yeah.
and gold's normally a high low.
Oh,
I say hello.
right.
High low gold.
Alright.
So he's trying out the new stand.
Stand, mate, look at that.
Right, and now the long pick so you don't have to bend over, I reckon.
The long pick. The long pick of it all.
The long and the short.
Tell you what, the way my back is, this might be a good idea.
Might be too. That's what a lot of our old prospectors have dodgy backs, don't they?
Yeah.
The light went out. Does that mean it's still in? Still in. You still haven't bent over. That's good.
No,
The light's got the. Is it still playing because of black? It's blank.
Yeah, it's gone blank. Yeah, it's
That's
still-
all right though, is it?
Yeah, it's still
Okay.
Tree root there.
Yes. Rooted.
Yeah. Give it another go.
Oh, might be in the pile, is it? Yep, she's out.
She's out.
Now, if you turn that upside down, there's a magnet on the bottom of it. And just rub that through your pile, and then if it's steel, you'll pick it up without having to bother with sorting. What have we got?
Heap of shit.
Yeah, it could be lead then. Yeah, doesn't appear to be metal. Few hotties.
Few hotties there.
Yeah, there she is. Just to the right of that leaf.
Right, so what we do now, we tip
Well,
this
now,
upside
yeah, you
down,
just
don't we?
tip her backward,
Backward,
like so.
then this backward.
That's right. And then you normally get, if you had a long scoop, you wouldn't have to bend down. But now you got to bend down once and scoop up some of that. It's in there.
Oh, that might be your watch.
Better watch it.
Yeah.
It's in there.
In this one.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Oh, can't do that. Yeah. Not that one. Yup, she's in. Coming down to it. Yep. Oh, a
Start
bit of
your
both.
watch.
Oh, that's your watch. That's a bit. In there. Oh, hot rock, is it? No. That's the one.
There she is.
What a doozy.
Last little bit of rusty nail.
Dennis the Menace, he's got it.
Fair dinkum.
But you didn't have to get down on your hands and knees
Yeah,
and
mate,
roll
it's
around the
good.
dirt.
It's a good little stand, isn't it? Right. Then when you're ready to go again, you just
That's right.
click
You
it
just
back up, eh?
Yep.
That's
Very
all right.
well.
That's a good idea, that. You might have to bloody
make a few of them for your
Make a few
customers.
of them.
Make some customers.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, thanks a lot for letting me have a go at that machine. I've never used one before.
Yes, that's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, STC 2300.
And it was steel, was it? Where's that magnet? Does it stick to it?
Hang on, I'll just... I brought Greg and Jenny down here to show them this old mine. And doing a bit of detecting on the way. But yeah, as you can see, she's fairly deep to get down in there. I think I will be. See where they've dug her all out down in there, follow that vein. But yeah. Up over here you can see where they've made the pad down there. I don't know whether they had equipment there or stamper mill. I don't think they did have a stamper mill up here because there's no mullock heap anyway. I'd say all the mark out of the mine is that they've put down there for the pad. We've got a roadway coming into it. Anyway, here comes Greg and Jenny down to have a look at this. He's got the detector going. Hopefully they'll find something. Never know, mate. If you're not swinging one, you're not going to find nothing, are you?
Looks like those big water channels coming down from the road.
Yeah, I've noticed that on the way down here. Whether it's washed out,
Maybe just send some.
whether it's washed out logging tracks, I don't know. So that's it. Greg's going to have a bit of a look around this mullock here. It's the back of the mine. And see if there's anything been thrown out. You can see how this has been levelled off.
Yep, definitely. Hey, you right? No, that hit my foot.
You can see how it's been levelled off here.
Yeah, no, it's definitely intentional. So I guess what they were digging out of there, yeah, that they thought was, if they got to the quartz, I think they've
But so the way I look at it too, there's a bloody lot of stuff being dumped down here and up there
yeah.
for the amount of that hole is. It's got to have gone in a bit. There's this much stuff out here.
Where did they put the dirt that they moved from here? Or did they use a lot of that to level this?
Fill this, I'd say. See
Yeah,
how
I'd say that if you sort of looked in this dirt, and the trees are all quite small,
yeah, they're all new.
so there ain't no big trees here, so it's definitely a cleaned area.
Yeah. But we haven't been down any further down there. Whether the mines down there, the main mines down further or not, I don't know. So it's been definitely dumpty, hasn't it? I reckon.
Yeah, there's lots of small bits of rock.
Hmm.
Looks like it's been chiseled out. I'd say that ought to be the
We've come down on this little gully here. It's so beautiful, isn't it, down here and plenty of bedrock. Greg's having a bit of a detect along the bedrock. He's found a bit of drop-off zone there, a bit of gravels in. He might throw it in a bag to take home. Put a patch through a pan. But yeah, it's a good little creek as far as bedrock goes.
It's easy to work with.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any... Can't really see much of the crevices. Oh yeah, look here. There's a drop off here, Greg. About 10 foot. The other gully running into it there. You got the shovel?
I haven't got the shovel. Jenny's letting sand down. I've got to have the detector, the bag, the shovel, the pick.
I'm going over the bridge here and just see everyone's over his solution off their cons for the day. Go over and see if they've got anything worthwhile mentioning. I know we didn't. We went detecting a little bit around a couple of old mine shafts and things and found a bit of iron and rubbish. But I mainly went up there to show Greg and his wife the area, so if they come up again they can negotiate themselves around there. Anyway, lovely spot, eh? Good spot to come back and sluice off your cons. Hey. Can't see no shiny nuggets down there.
Have we got some sticks in that random shovel pit?
Did ya? That'll be worth. Is that from the bottom of that hole?
Yeah, so you need to go back there with your pump.
Pump her out. Siphon. Put a siphon in one weekend and come back next weekend. All right. No, she's nice here of an afternoon, isn't it? Look at that for a view. Yeah. There's downstream from the bridge here. There's Jenny and Greg's camp over there. Look at that for a camp, eh? All right, here comes Greg to show me what he got.
Sluice works good.
Yeah, well, that's good to hear. All right, we'll see what he done here.
You get any?
Where is it?
Oh, right, you're all together, are you?
Where is it, Greg?
What? I don't know, Dennis can find it.
Oh, let's see up the top
They're
here.
not huge.
Yeah, I see. We'll get round in the sun here.
Isn't it?
Might be a couple of small fine stuff up in there. I'll give it a bit of a shake down in the corner.
Oh, good.
You've got all the wood.
I'll take it back up, come back down.
Get round in the sun a
Oh,
lot.
I can see. Yeah,
Might be a couple there.
yeah,
Very fine stuff.
yeah,
eh?
very fine. Yeah.
Very, very. You wouldn't see them on the GoPro.
Mm.
But anyway, Greg got it. Good on you, Greg. There's Blake getting rid of the last little of his con so he can get all the nuggets out.
At least no one's beaten me yet.
Hey?
No one's beaten me in size.
No.
in the corner bottom last time.
Yeah. Oh, squeeze through. You could have a nice little,
Yeah, anyway, I've got to go home this afternoon. The other boys are staying another couple of days. I've got to go home, so this will be probably sign out for me unless Blake comes out with a heap of gold. I'll start her up again to show you. Alright. See you next trip if I don't see if Blake's getting anything yet.
Certainly beats panning.
Oh, yeah, Blake's putting the last bit more in. You can see he's got the setup properly. He's got all the nice V coming down the mat. And he's got another bucket over there he's going to classify out and put in there first before he's finished. And then we'll see how much he's got. Well, he's cleaning out. We're going to see him pan it off in a minute and see the results.
Graham.
So I want to hurry up because my battery's getting low. And you're wondering why everyone's standing on the bridge looking down in the water, don't you? They are all standing down looking at Blake about to pull out his nuggets. You want to hurry up and show us before the battery goes flat.
There'll be enough shine in that
Sounds
gold.
like a you problem.
Sun is starting to go down. The temperature's dropped 10 degrees in the last 5 minutes. Yeah, I'll switch it off until he comes up now and shows us because me. Well, here comes Blake to do a bit of bragging. We'll see what he got.
probably have to go back through it again in a minute. It's right the way through all that black sand.
Geez, you fine stuff, mate.
Hmm.
We need to put it over a miller table then. Oh, you can start sticking that now. I don't know if the camera's picking it up.
I'll bring it up.
Yeah, I'll get it down close. I'm not sure whether the camera will pick it up. But yeah, got a nice little show on today. Fair bit of dirt dug.
Still a fair bit down through all
Yeah,
this too.
yeah, that's right. Alright, well here we are, trying to get warm. The sun's just gone down
It's floating away.
and I'm heading home to get in a warm bed tonight. Here comes Paul. He's going to come over here and warm up.
Where's your big coat? Oh, my big one's back at camp.
Alright fellas, I'm heading home, so it's been good out with yous. And,
Yeah, mate. Till next time, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. Well, hi there everyone. Thanks for watching the movie. It was a good weekend. We had away with the crew from Blake's Blue Dogs Prospecting Facebook channel. The boys and girls come from everywhere for the weekend, so don't forget to watch a lot of it. Now, the stand that was made there, for Greg made, if you go to Greg-MX at pm.me and drop him a line there, I'm sure he'd be able to organise and making you one and getting one to you. Mainly, that's what I wanted to tell you. It didn't come up properly in the video. Now, finish watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button. If you didn't enjoy it, hit the unlike button. Don't forget to subscribe. Trying to build my channel. and pass it on to your friends. Let them know about my channel.